Hello everybody, it's Mikito. I hope everybody's having a good day. Has had a good day so far. As I'm recording this video, there's still two plays to go, the added play and Houston to score. So depending on how those games go will really depend on how the day went. If both of those plays hit, it'll be a good day. If one of the plays hit, it was an average day. And if both of the plays missed, it wasn't that good of a day. But when it comes to this slate, originally I was thinking of not posting a video, especially because I have to work early in the morning. So making these later videos have been a lot harder for me. But I wanted to make a video. I know tomorrow there won't be one, I believe, because there's no games to go through. There's no games at all. So I wanted to try to post. And honestly, I just wanted to kind of like this last video, some of the reads like with the Cincinnati and Evander, which I will go over at the end, just felt like they should have hit. The reads were there, and I don't want to sound corny or anything, but I just feel good and I want to come back and I want to do good in this video. So I feel good about these picks. If I have any added plays, it will be in the pinned comment as always. I like these plays, but I'll just get straight into those. My first player prop, I took him in the first game. I'm taking him again, and it was Joao Pedro to go higher than 1.5 shots for Chelsea going up against PSG. He came through in the last game. That was his debut for Chelsea. He went over with 3 shots, scored 2 of them, and only played 60 minutes. I expect more minutes in this game, especially after that performance. If anything, I feel like he got subbed out to preserve him for this game. And again, this line is lower due to the tough matchup, and I trust him in this game. He averaged 2.17 and 3.30 shots per 90 in the last 2 seasons for Brighton, and he's versatile. Last season for Brighton, he took 29 with his right, 12 with his left, and 6 headers, and he will also take those long shots. It showed in the last game, and in the Prem last season, he took 37 from inside the box and 10 from outside the box. And PSG is by far or Chelsea, I guess you can say, is by far the underdog in this game because PSG have played well, but that doesn't mean they haven't allowed shots. In the last couple games in this tournament, they gave Real Madrid 11 shots with 32% possession, Bayern 13 shots with 54 possession, Miami 8 with 33%, and Seattle 7 shots with 28%. I expect Chelsea to get at least around 40%, and with those shots taken, I expect Joao Pedro to be involved in those shots. And I feel like in general they're underestimating Chelsea's attacking potential. They have scored 2+ shots in 4 straight, and in those 4 games they've averaged 18.5 shots in those games. So he's gonna get more opportunities now than he did last season with Brighton, which is the reason why I took him in that first game as well. He has better playmakers than what he did at Brighton, better teammates around him, good line, and I just feel like they're underestimating him and Chelsea. So I like the line. Joao Pedro to go higher than 1.5 shots. And the second player prop that I found that I like so far is in the MLS, and that's Marcel Hartel to go higher than 2.5 shots assisted at home for St. Louis going up against Portland. I know a lot of you guys don't like to take these shots assisted props. I don't blame you, especially after this last video, but I still like the line. Even if I like the read, so I'm not just gonna not post it just because it's a shots assisted line. I still like the line. He's averaged 2.9 per 90, so he almost averages that third, but he's playing at home, in which he does better at. He's gone from averaging 2.3 away up to 3.5 at home, so he averages over 3 at home. We need 3, and he has a good matchup against Portland, who on average allow the 6th most shots assisted to opponents, and they already played away from home where he averages less and still went over with 3, and that was in June. A big reason for that is because Portland is weak on set pieces and they tend to foul in dangerous areas, aka free kick opportunities. And they also on average allow the 3rd most corners to opponents at 5.5, and he went over in the first game with 3 with only 3 corners taken. That was below Portland's average. He crosses a lot. He averages around 6 crosses a game, and he takes their set pieces. So just overall, set piece wise, foul wise, corner wise, it's just a perfect matchup for him. And as you can see on the screen, he's gone over in 6 out of 10 at home. And if you look at the games in which he didn't go over this mark, Columbus allowed the 4th least shots assisted. Vancouver allowed the least shots assisted. San Diego, the 2nd least shots assisted. So just those 3 games alone were against 3 of the top 5 defenses in the league. So he already struggled those. So I don't put too much blame on him there. And the other one in which he went against San Jose, he was playing next to Lowen, but Lowen is out because of injury. He's been injured And in that game, Lowen took 3 corners, which Hartel could have got and got those opportunities and got that third. And he took some of those set piece opportunities away from Hartel. And now that he's been out, he's been taking more of those, and he will be taking them here. And again, it's just a great matchup, and he's at home, so I like the line. Marcel Hartel to go higher than 2.5 shots assisted at home for St. Louis, going up against Portland. Before I get into the money line play, as always, I would really appreciate if everybody liked the video and commented as well. Your support really helps a lot when it comes to still making these videos, and it only takes a second. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, turn on notifications so you're notified when these videos are out. I also do let people know in my Discord, which is also linked in the description, which is completely free. It is not a premium or anything like that. Free to join in the description. I let people know there as well. And people talk about their plays and post their own plays, not just in soccer, obviously in soccer as well, but MLB, WNBA, everything. A good community. Link for that in the description. And if you want to support the channel just a little more and get the content out even earlier, I do have the membership, my YouTube membership, link in the description. Again, I don't hide any picks. I'm not one of those people where I have something linked and you get extra picks. All my picks are in this video and will be in the pinned comment. So that is, again, for those that want to support the channel, but you do get the content out earlier. So if you're not a member, those that are already got the video and these picks out before everybody else, so interested in that, link in the description. And any of the pictures that you see on the screen is from a data app called Outlier. Link for that is in the description. 7-day free trial for that as well. So I really want to thank anybody who supports me in any way. I can't remember if it was a couple videos ago, but I did mention for some reason, anytime I call it a ladder challenge, for some reason something happens, aka that Cincinnati game, and I just feel like I don't know, it's cursed. Maybe ladder challenges in general are cursed, but like I mentioned in the beginning, I didn't want to sound corny, but I just feel great about this, and I just want to make it like a get back day, if that makes sense. So I'm doing it again. I don't care. You don't have to make it a ladder challenge if you don't want to, but I will. Putting it on the screen for -106 in the first play in the FIFA Club World Cup, higher than 0.5 first half goals in the Chelsea PSG games. We don't care who scores. We just need somebody to score by the end of the first half. There's 2 great attacking teams. There's not much to over-explain. This play has hit in 5 out of 6 PSG games and all 6 Chelsea games. It has a great hit rate, and I expect it to be a back-and-forth game. Both attacks are fully fit, and both teams are missing a 1 or 2 center backs. So it's not like their defense are still good, but it doesn't mean it's at peak capacity. Besides, both teams have scored 2+ individually. Just them themselves scoring have scored 2+ goals in 4 straight and 5 out of 6 games. So again, it's just two good attacking teams. Great hit rate. A final. I expect goals to be scored, and I expect at least one in the first half. So I like higher than 0.5 first half goals in the Chelsea PSG game. And the second prop, this one is in the MLS, and that's higher than 3.5 Portland shots on target going up against St. Louis. We need 4 Portland shots on target. It's a great matchup. St. Louis allow on average the most shots to opponents at 16.2, and the 4th most shots on target at 5.4. We just need 4. And Portland averaged 4.5 shots on target. They averaged 4.6 at home and 4.4 away. So it's not like it's a big difference at all when they play away. So I'm not even worried about their away form at all. So not that big of a difference. Besides, they played good against them in the first game at home. They went over with 7 shots on target with 18 shots. St. Louis on average, again, they allow around 16.2 shots. So they allowed around their average, and Portland went over with 7. We just need 4, and St. Louis are in bad form. They're winless in 5 straight and winless in the last 9 out of 10 games. And opponents have had 4+ shots on target in 10 straight games against them in all competitions. Besides, St. Louis also averaged the 4th least possession, which just means more opportunities for Portland. And Portland with 51% of the ball, which is just average 50-50, with 51% of the ball in the first game. They still were able to take those 7 shots on target and 18 shots. St. Louis allowed long shots. It's just a good matchup. You're getting value here because they're playing away instead of at home. But again, St. Louis allow a lot of shots, so I like this play. Portland to go higher than 3.5 shots on target going up against St. Louis, and have this slip for -106 for day 1 of the ladder challenge. Thank you everybody for watching. Like I mentioned, I'll just go over last video's picks. The ones that did hit was Forsberg under 2 shots, which I know that one did get taken off the board quite quickly, so it's up to you whether you want to count that or not. And then we had Theo to go higher than 1.5 shots. That one hit as well. And then the ones that missed, we have Evander, 1.5 shots assisted. I said I like this shots line as well, and he took the shots, and he had plenty of opportunities, but his teammates just were not shooting, so that was unfortunate. And again, in that Cincinnati game, they were up 2-0 and somehow lost 4-2, and that was the ladder challenge. Again, for some reason, when I called it a ladder challenge, something like this happened, so that was unfortunate. And then the other money line play, San Diego came through. We're just waiting for Houston to see if they score. As I'm checking right now, it's not looking great. And then Mateos to get a shot on target, which is the added play. At halftime, he doesn't have one. So again, hopefully they both hit. It's gonna be close again. Hopefully we can do bounce back and have a better day in this smaller slate. But like I mentioned before, if I do have any added plays, it will be in the pinned comment either later tonight, but more than likely tomorrow afternoon when more lines are out and lineups in general are out. So keep an eye out for those. If I do have any, they will be there. But then that, I hope everybody has a good night, a good day, and we can cash out tomorrow.